Similarly, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has congratulated Nigerian women on International Women's Day, highlighting the importance of economic empowerment and inclusion. He acknowledged the invaluable contributions of women to the socio-economic growth and development of the country. However, Kalu noted that despite these significant contributions, women continue to face barriers to political inclusion. To address this challenge, he stressed the need to reserve seats in Parliament through legislative measures, ensuring greater participation of women in Nigerian politics. And now to discuss more on this, discuss more on the significance of International Women's Day, we're joined by a political analyst all the way from Washington, D.C., United States of America, and that's Joi John. Joi, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you for doing this with us. I mean, this year's theme is Accelerate Action. What key steps should governments, organizations, and individuals take to fast-track gender equality and create real and lasting change?
Well, thank you, Judith. Everyone has a role to play in challenging the stereotypes that we face as women. When we also talk about amplifying women's voices and fostering that inclusive culture, we all have a role to play, be it government, be it organizations, and or individuals. But I think that when we talk about starting with governments, I think government can start with enacting and enforcing laws that promote gender equality. For instance, equal pay at work, and also in sports. What our national teams earn, what the male national teams earn, is significantly higher than what the female national teams earn. We need to have that close that gap. We should also look into allocating sufficient budgets to support gender equality initiatives and programs, and of course, encourage women's participation in politics without intimidation.
Another area of concern has always been, work-life balance, balancing career, family, and even societal expectations. These remain a challenge for many women. So what policies or cultural shifts are needed to ensure women can thrive both personally and just professionally?
Okay, so we need to imbibe a cultural shift towards shared responsibilities at home, and also eliminating those societal pressures that limit women's career growth. Okay. Now, for instance, there's a bank in Nigeria that had a crèche for their nursing mothers. This can be supported across other bigger organizations that can support that. Encourage women. Don't say, oh, because you're nursing, we don't have a slot for you. We don't have a job for you because you're a nursing mother. We can make provisions at work to accommodate the nursing mothers. And as we speak, now we're talking about the theme of accelerating action. When you talk about empowering women to make these choices, encourage them to make it without guilt, and that will help them go a long way. I personally grew up in a home having a very supportive father, and my husband is that way as well, thankfully. But it also helps when we have that supportive system at the home front to support us as well.
Right. And let's look at empowering the next generation. I think it's also important. Earlier during our conversation, we talked about the next generation of women that are coming. So let's talk about practical steps that can be taken, not just on a national or international level, but also at the minute. And I'm talking about homes and schools and even the workplace that can inspire and equip young girls with the confidence and opportunities to pursue their dreams without limitations.
Mentorship is key, Judith. Mentorship is key. We need to provide our young girls with role models and mentors who can inspire and guide them. I don't know how many of that we have to really encourage the girl child, even from our villages, our communities. It's not just about collecting, getting them together to donate for a burial or a dance at the village square. We need to have mentorship programs in place to guide them. We also want to look at STEM. encourage girls to pursue STEM education and careers, and provide them with resources and support. And I'm talking on the school level, learning institutions. We also look at leadership development opportunities such as girls' leadership programs and conferences. We have that in the U.S. here during the summer, where girls get together and travel either to Congress, to tour. So that's what they're doing here. I would love to see that replicated in, across Nigeria and other African countries. And most importantly, creating a safe and supportive environment that allows our girls to pursue their dreams without a fear of harassment or discrimination. I want to be a boxer. It's okay to be a boxer. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a fashion designer. I don't have to read law. It's okay to support your girl child to achieve her dream. And I think that by taking the steps from the home front to school, we can accelerate action for gender equality. It's not just about the talk. We can actually walk the talk and achieve better work-life balance and empower the next generation of girls to pursue their dreams.
Joi, I must say thank you for taking out the time to join us all the way from Washington, D.C., U.S. Joi John, she's a political analyst. She gives us a bit of insight when it comes to the younger generation and accelerating action for women as we celebrate International Women's Day. Once again, Ms. John, thank you.